Long ago, in a small, serene village, surrounded by rolling green fields and a peaceful countryside, there lived a farmer named Pahom. His days were simple, spent tending to his small plot of land. Yet, deep in his heart, he yearned for more. Pahom often mused under the shade of a large tree near his modest home, saying, "If I had enough land, I wouldn't fear even the devil himself." Little did he know, his wish would soon be tested. One day, Pahom heard of a distant group of nomads called the Bashkirs. They were said to be kind-hearted and generous, offering vast stretches of fertile land for a unique price. The buyer could claim as much land as they could walk around in a single day, starting at sunrise and ending at sunset. There was just one condition. The buyer had to return to the starting point before the sunset. Pahom saw this as his golden opportunity. His heart swelled with greed as he thought, "I will claim more land than anyone in my village. My troubles will finally be over." At the crack of dawn, Pahom stood ready at the Bashkirs' campsite. The chief marked the starting point with his fur hat placed on the ground. The vast, untouched land stretched endlessly before him, its fertile fields shimmering under the morning sun. As the first rays of sunlight touched the earth, Pahom took his first steps. His pace was steady, his eyes scanning the land for the best areas to claim. He planted sticks at intervals, marking his boundaries. With every step, greed whispered in his ear, "Just a little more. That hill looks perfect. Beyond it might be even better land." By noon, the sun blazed overhead, and Pahom began to feel the strain of his journey. His shirt clung to his back, soaked in sweat, yet he did not stop. The bag of food and water he had brought remained untouched. He was too focused on covering more ground. Fear crept in as Pahom thought, "The return journey will be long, but if I turn back now, I'll miss out on this perfect patch of land." He pushed onward, though doubt knocked at his resolve. As the afternoon wore on, the shadows grew longer. Pahom's footsteps quickened. His breathing grew labored, and his legs ached. The sun now hovered closer to the horizon, its golden light casting a desperate urgency over the land. He could see the starting point in the distance. The Bashkirs were cheering and waving, their figures blurred by the heat rising from the earth. With every ounce of strength, Pahom sprinted toward the chief's hat, the sun's edge kissing the horizon. Just as the sun disappeared below the horizon, Pahom collapsed at the starting point, his hand brushing the chief's hat. The Bashkirs cheered, but their joy quickly turned to silence as they realized Pahom was no longer moving. Pahom had claimed all the land he could, but in the end, the only land he truly needed was just enough to bury him. His grave, barely 6 feet long, was a stark reminder of the cost of his greed. Tolstoy's story asks us, how much is enough? In our relentless pursuit of more, we risk losing what truly matters. So, ask yourself, what are you chasing? And is it worth the price? If this story moved you, share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more thought-provoking stories. Remember, how much land does a man need? Perhaps less than we think.